to do it. That's coming up in a little bit. My buddy Chad Allen is here in the garden with Guy. Hello, my friend. How are you, buddy?
Good.
So Chad is so smart. You know, you've seen Chad with all his great ideas. You've seen him on Facebook, seen him on his website, all that stuff. Great ways to make life easier. How many of you out there have gotten into your garden and you got to get down on your hands and knees to plant? And it's uncomfortable, especially as we get older. Maybe you got bad knees and you're looking for something to sort of soften the blow. Well, this not only, we call it the garden kneeler, it's also a folding seat. So when you're sitting and you're doing your garden tasks, or like with me, what did I say to you, Chad? I said, when I'm washing the tires on my car,
that's right.
It's so uncomfortable. This will get you at the perfect height, not only to plant, but to sit and do your little chores. It's only $20 today. And as Chad is showing you, perfectly comfortable. It's got padding for the knees.
That's right.
And with a quick flip, it becomes your garden chair.
Yes.
Brilliant.
So this comes to us from IdeaWorks, a family-owned company.
Love that company.
They've been in business over 40 years, over 40 years of making those solutions to our problems at really affordable prices. We trust them here at HSN to bring us the best of the best. So this powder-coated steel EVA foam garden kneeler is going to be your best friend after you get those plants home and you're getting down to the ground, because the older we get, and we put our knees here on the concrete or the rock or the soil or the driveway to get the mulch bed, it hurts. This hurts our knees. With the garden kneeler, you can flip it to be a garden kneeler to where my knees are on that proven 2-layer EVA foam that doesn't discolor, it doesn't wear. EVA foam is that material you see in the high-end running shoes that absorb the shock, but it's not just that side, Guy. When I go to flip it over, the EVA foam's on the other side too, so it becomes a seat or even like a little bench where you can lay your garden tools.
I love it. See, I love it more as a seat than as the bench, because there are so many jobs that I do around the house, even if you're painting. Do you ever have to paint like baseboards?
Yes.
Well, and you're literally down on your knees and you take a pillow and put it under your knees so you can paint. This thing will do so many different jobs, and the fact that it's only $19.95, like I would easily pay $50 for this.
100%.
It's worth it, right?
Well, this is, you know the origami racks we sell here at HSN? That's powder-coated steel.
Right.
This is the same type of steel, that powder-coated. It is, these I say generously oversized handlebars allow you to get the grip, to be able to go like this. Look what I'm doing here. You see how I'm able to get myself up off the ground?
Yes.
But it's not just getting up,
I gotta get this.
It's getting down to the ground. So if I can bend over a little bit, I can grab these handlebars, these generous oversized handlebars you see there. I'll put it to the side. And when I go to get down, I can then slowly get myself down to the ground, because it's not just getting up or getting, it's all of it combined.
Sure.
And the older we get, the closer, the further the ground gets, right? It feels so far away. And then once we're down here, we're able to completely garden and do what we need to do. This is a nice potted plant that you were just seeing Guy present just a few minutes ago. It is on the ground. And if I want to plant this inside soil,
it's a job, because that's a pretty good sized plant. You'll be on the ground there. Sometimes you're down there for 20, 30 minutes, but get it for any task that you need to do that's a low-lying task, all right? Working down near the baseboards, painting, working, you know, on your, maybe cleaning your tires on your car, which I do, which I hate that job. And you know, I've thrown my back out like 2 or 3 times doing that, because you're bent over and twisted and you're washing
your tires.
Don't do that. I swear to God, I've hurt myself. I'm like, oh, gee, what is that? So get down the right way. Now, I know what you're wondering, what your question is going to be. How much weight does it hold? It holds well over 200 pounds. I think it says 220 pounds on the card. 220
to 264, depending on how you're using it and sitting on it.
Exactly right.
So the lowest is 220.
So you got, I mean, most of you, if you're fine with that, that's a good deal. It's even on FlexPay, $6.65. If you want to get it for free, HSN credit card gives you $20 in your account today. Get this thing. I mean, and no, you know what I love too? It's lightweight. It's not heavy, so you don't have to worry. I mean, it weighs, what does it weigh? Probably weighs,
I don't know,
maybe 3 or 4 pounds.
At the most.
It's not heavy.
No.
So you could take it wherever you go when you need a little seat. You could keep this in a car. You ever just need a little chair somewhere? You go to a game and the bleachers are all full. You're like, hey, I got my own bleacher.
Or a little table for all your tools. But this is what, you know, we can go to any of the big box stores or the online stores, and this is what you find. These are what they call garden kneelers on the internet. They're not EVA foam. They're just this cheap foam that gets the indents. And by the way, no handlebars here, so I'm not able to use anything to get up, down. And then the other thing is knee pads. Like, you have to literally strap these on.
I'm not doing that.
And you know what? These are fine for a couple of minutes. They really are. I'm not going to disparage them at all. But when you have a garden kneeler for the same price, the metal, steel, powder-coated steel.
People are ordering like crazy on this. I knew they would, because I'm like, first of all, here's the issue if you get a garden dealer.
Yeah.
You're only willing to spend so much money to save yourself and save your knees. Because we're like that, right? We're all crazy and weird that way. We're like, oh, $50. No, I'd rather ruin my knees for the rest of my life. No, I think I'd rather get one of these. Here it is in action. And as you can see, it's perfectly set to be able to lift and move. But here's the beauty. Watch. Now you're working a different area and you can sit. So maybe you've got other jobs to do. It adapts to any position that you need to adapt. There you go, right? I mean, I love this thing. I think it's brilliant.
And the pruning the hedges or the trees, that's a big thing. Weeding, Matt, who is here representing this item, he was talking about grout, cleaning the grout in your kitchens or bathrooms, getting down on the ground. So everything from your garden to your grout to cleaning to look how easily it stores in your garage. It just simply hangs. But here's the real magic if you're just joining us. It's a garden kneeler, sure. It's a seat, sure. It's a bench, sure. But the magic is really...
Dude, that's comfortable.
Well, the assist it's giving you is really a comfort, sure, right? I mean, all those things are just fine. But the oversized handlebars is why the rave reviews happen.
I'm washing my ribs right now.
How are they? Are they clean?
I will buy this. If I could buy it right now, I'd buy it right now. I'll buy it as soon as I get off the show. Because honestly, it's my, and I, listen, I'll use it for gardening too, but for me, it's for doing, you know what I did the other day? I painted the trim around my fireplace because there were some scratches on it, and I did it in a different color. And it was hard because it's right at this level. And I remember I was like this. Paint like, like that. Don't do that. Sit down. And I will tell you, I weigh more than 220 pounds.
Oh, and you're just
not
fine.
a lot more than 220, Chad.
Okay, all
but
right.
yeah, I'm up there. I'm in the 230s, and it's very stable.
Oh, well, it's solid steel construction. There's no question about that. And the generous size handlebars are going to allow you to get up and also allow you to get back down. Because you can grab them and then just ease yourself back down. But if it's not spring in your area yet, don't worry.
It's really well made.
It folds up really small.
Yeah, show everybody.
The construction is well done because it has springs on the edges that allow you to contract the handlebars.
Right.
So you just sort of give it a squeeze.
Give it a squeeze, lock it down, boom.
And then it goes down. And then it stores down to basically nothing. And you can hang it right on your wall.
All right. Very busy with this. If you want to order it, it's only a $20 bill. Remember what I said at the beginning of the show, and I don't know if you heard us.
What?
Get good tools while you're doing your gardening, just like anything else. I mean, you do all kinds of different products, and you always say, start with the good thing. It's like when you eat food, start with good ingredients, you're gonna love it.
Buy quality,
Thank you,
buy
Mr.
one.
Chad Allen.
Hey, thanks, guys.
That's a cool item, I love it. I know who else is gonna love that. Carrie Mobley's gonna love that. She's coming up next because she is the garden queen. This woman has the most beautiful gardens at her home, and there is a very good reason for that. And I will tell you,